Okay, removing the Jimny XL back seat so we can put some cargo drawers in here. Can't see much on YouTube for it, so we thought that we would give you the opportunity to see us give it a go. All right, so we found taking this out first. So I've got a couple of tools here. This is a plastic removal cells. So it's basically get in underneath, remove the two the holders for this. So they're just straight push in. So if you don't have this, just be careful and get maybe a fork even underneath it, a strong little fork, and pull it up, and that'll just slide out nice and easily. So then we can see that we've got little fasteners here. This has to be removed as well. So I have removed it just previously, so it was a matter of just popping the back area up and getting in underneath and wiggling it out. So you'll see that it's got tabs there, so when you get in there, try to get your fingers in at the back and open it up a little bit, or push it in, sorry, because they'll slide into the catches at the front. But once you get in there, you'll be able to feel it. Lift it up, you've got a bit of wiggle room to have a look underneath with it. So it's a pretty simple one. Yet again, just get in there, try not to damage it, so if you want to put it back in later on. Yep, okay, so that's that one. You can get these tools pretty easy on eBay as well. They're just car upholstery tools. And with these ones, these little clips, this is a support bar at your pivot area. I just got a flat blade screwdriver, and you just push that down, and it's like a little wedge in there, and basically pop out. You can see here that when you put the screwdriver in, you'll just push that out of the road, and it'll go in. You'll be able to pull it out. Same on the other side. And we'll get going on the next look. I'll check out the front of the seat, but I think it's just hooked in at the front, and this is the main area you can see. Let me, yeah. Okay, what we're gonna do here is basically just remove those bolts and those bolts there, and that should maybe be the entire job. So what we've got is a 14mm ring spanner on there. Like, you can get sockets onto it, you get whatever fits in there. Just the only problem you have is that one, those two bolts at the back. Other than that, sockets are easy. But yeah, okay, we'll show you once we have that. Okay, so I've got the main 14mm bolts out. I've got these 10mm bolts are just been undone now. And once you crack them, because they're basically just out of the manufacturer line, they just come straight out once you loosen it off a bit, and then you can do it by your fingers. So yeah, I suppose a spanner's the easiest way to do that. They are firm, so don't be afraid of it. They're nice and tight when they've been put in. All right, next stage will be hopefully pulling out. We'll come back to that in a sec. All right, so on Discovery we found there's obviously indicators for the belt clips to show that when people sit on the seats, they're plugged in. So they're just a quick release, and you'll find on the opposite end of the seat, umbilical lead, there's a little push-in plug. I'll show you on the inside, but basically just push it in and it pops out. So those fault bolts came out, we loosened off the back, and you took those covers off, and this is what those covers were covering, which was your little pivot point for your back seat. And basically just took it out through the side door, and that's it. This is the male side of the plug that goes into those belt buckles, and you'll see here, which depresses, that allows you to disconnect the plug. So it's none of the other stuff, it is the actual car side of the plug, and you press that down. As you see, it depresses it, then you just pull it out. It was nice and simple once you did that. Okay, we're just getting behind here. We decided we're going to take the seat belt out itself. Well, there's no seats in there, so we'll have a seat belt. So we're going to rip them out. So it's just a cover. So they've got these type of fasteners in for the paneling. So basically they push out like that when they're locked. I've just got a screwdriver. I didn't have a right upholstery tool, I couldn't find it. So basically I've got that in there, and you lift that centerpiece up. That allows it to contract in, and you just pull it out. So there was only 3 here. That should, well, there might be one at the front, but I didn't see that. I've got one this one might have to come out here because that's behind it, so we'll get back to you. So I took the back panel off. I had 3 of those. I was lucky enough I do have that one, so it just basically pops out. So we've got this, and it should be a matter of hopefully just pushing it down a little bit. Coming forwards, just got over that lip and then backwards. There you go. So it's just a little bit fiddly, but that's about it. Oh yeah, little stops to rattles, I suppose. But that's about it. So we did have to take that back bar off to get in, get this out because it sat underneath it. We'll be taking those bolts out. We'll take that mechanism bolt out. That should be about it. And this up here, sorry to say, it's welded in, so you're stuck with it. But I'm sure that we can make an adapter for something to sit on it or use it as a tie down point if we have to for anything. So we'll work that out as we slowly get through this little project of Michelle's. All right, okay, so you've got 12 volt and lamp at the back here, same thing as before. We're just going to have a look at what type of connector it is there so we can pop it off. Yeah, so in the center pass back here, you press that down, and you shouldn't pull it by the cables, but there you go, that's the first plug. And what do we got here? It looks like just it's just a push on. So no locking device on this one. It's just a 12 volt plug, male female connector, and just a bit firm. So that's it, popped out. Done. Back went into the mechanism now to take the retractor out. So we'll take that cover off. There'll be a bolt behind there. Take that bolt out. That'll be our seat belt removed. If you want to leave it in, leave it in. Completely up to you.